Lifting family, welcome back. Here we go with another product review. Just got these in, the new Sling Shot Knee Sleeves. These are neoprene based, so it's a little different than what I'm used to, but it's been a welcome surprise. I have used these already. Unfortunately, this isn't my first time using them. I kind of wanted to give them a trial run before I do my product review, just to kind of see and get an accurate response beforehand. Overall, it's very solid material. The sleeves that I had before, I believe, were from Sling Shot, so you know what I'm going off of. I believe it was more of like a nylon material, and those were approved last year by the IPF. I actually compete in the USAPL and seem to be back and forth on if the USAPL and IPF is the same list or not the same list, but I needed something that was approved by both. So essentially, I went out and got these. The Sling Shot Knee Sleeves. Again, solid material. I really like the design. It's modeled after the Ray-Bans knee sleeves that are very popular. These come at about $65 shipped. I got them from Amazon. And I mean, I've used them probably 4 or 5 times so far. And so far, the logo itself hasn't really broken open. I'm kind of expecting that probably after the first wash. But the design is solid. It conforms to the knee really well, which I was a bit concerned about. Some knee sleeves seem to not taper very well from top to bottom. What ends up happening is they stay a little bit wide on the bottom, so when you put them on, there's just kind of like this opening at the bottom. It just doesn't really feel very secure. A knee sleeve is essentially supposed to keep your knees warm and protected, but at the same time, it's always nice to have a little bit of a rebound effect, especially in the bottom of a squat, and that's where these come in hand. The way that they've designed specific features, Mark Bell did a very good job on this, as far as designing specific features and making sure that the way that they're laid out actually conforms to the way that when the knee flexes, you're getting some material support during that lift. And as far as putting them on, I don't really normally wear compression pants when I squat. I generally just wear athletic pants like the Adidas pair, just like the tearaways or something of that sort. But for the purposes of this review, I'm going to show the way that they work when it comes to when they're put on. So sliding them on is pretty easy. I've never had to slide them on over compression pants before, just over my hairy legs. I've heard that some other knee sleeves tend to be a bit more difficult to be able to put them on. So these ones, it's fairly simple. Most of my struggle here is just with trying to keep these sweet compression pants kind of laid out. And the other concern about conforming to the knee was with the pads, or the sleeves, excuse me, essentially slipping down and needing to be readjusted quite a bit during or after the lift. Like with my Sling Shot version that I had before, they tended to slide, like as I would squat, they would kind of hinge themselves down and bunch up. I haven't had that with these, which is a really nice adjustment. Especially without compression pants, they kind of stick to your legs a little bit more, just generally with the heat that's generated and the material inside. And I mean, as far as the support that's offered, like I've heard that SBDs are kind of like the Cadillac. Somebody said Cadillac of knee sleeves. So, but I wasn't really looking to shell out $90, especially with needing other gear that's approved by the IPF this year. So I got these. I also had a nice credit with some credit card points on Amazon. So I was able to get these and try them out. Figured the red worked really well. I had black before, the black Sling Shot version, and I decided that red was just a nice change of pace. Plus the company that I work for, Athletic Extreme, we rock red. So I figured I'd get red, kind of balance out some colors. I'm not really a color coordinated person anyways, but for the purposes of this video, I'm going to be. Sorry, just putting on my high zeros here. These are flat-soled wrestling shoe, and they worked out quite well. Got these previously cared for on eBay. All right, time to try out the squat.